Hello, Days of Our Lives fans, and welcome back to another exciting, action-packed episode breakdown right here at our channel. We're diving deep into the sensational events that unfolded in Salem on April 29th. If you missed today's heart-wrenching episode, don't worry, we've got you covered with a full recap, packed with all the shocking twists, emotional confrontations, and jaw-dropping revelations that you won't want to miss. Grab your popcorn because the drama today is absolutely unmissable, and trust us, you're in for a wild ride. First, let's talk about the heart of today's episode, Sarah Horton's ever-increasing guilt and the tangled mess she's created in her relationships, especially with Xander Cook. The cracks in Sarah's world are starting to show, and we can feel the weight of her secret pressing down on her. Sarah has been living with the knowledge that the letter Xander received from his supposed late father was nothing more than a fake, a lie planted by the cunning Vivian Alamein. Sarah learned this shocking truth long before Vivian's dramatic reveal, but for reasons we can only begin to understand, she kept this monumental secret from Xander. But why? Did she want to protect him from the truth? Or was she simply too afraid to face the inevitable fallout that would come once the truth was exposed? As Xander continues to pour his heart out, believing that the letter was a true testament from his father, Sarah's own guilt festers. She knows she's been living a lie, and the weight of that deception is growing too heavy to bear. This secret that she's kept for so long is about to break wide open, and when it does, the consequences are sure to be catastrophic. Xander, wounded and heartbroken, is now faced with the double betrayal, first by Philip, and now by the woman he loves. Can their relationship survive this? How will Sarah, who's been so torn between doing the right thing and protecting Xander, handle the fallout? The emotional intensity of this situation is almost unbearable, and we're left wondering whether this couple will make it out of this storm intact or whether their love will be torn apart forever by the web of lies they've both been spinning. In today's episode, Xander is forced to confront the man who has been the source of his anguish, Philip Kyriakis. The tension between the two men has been brewing for weeks, and now, Xander's rage is on full display. He's been betrayed not only by Philip, but also by the woman he trusted most in the world. As Xander unleashes his fury on Philip, telling him how deeply he's been hurt by his actions, Sarah finds herself in a precarious position. On the one hand, she wants to stand by Xander as he processes his pain. On the other, she knows that her own lies are only making this situation worse. As Xander rages about the pain Philip's betrayal has caused him, Sarah is forced to deal with the crushing realization that her own dishonesty has now played a part in shattering the trust between her and Xander. How will she cope with the guilt, knowing that her secret was just as damaging as Philip's actions? But the drama doesn't end there. Sarah's emotional turmoil is only one part of the chaos unfolding today. Enter Maggie Horton, a mother who has been pushed to her breaking point by her son Philip's constant misdeeds. For months, Maggie has tried to shield her family from the fallout of Philip's reckless behavior, but today, the floodgates open, and Maggie unleashes her fury in a confrontation that leaves no room for excuses. Philip has crossed a line this time, and Maggie is done holding back. She's watched as her son's actions have hurt the Kyriakis family time and again, and she's tired of pretending everything is okay. Today, Maggie finally reaches her breaking point. With her voice trembling with anger and disappointment, she demands answers from Philip. How could he do this to his own family? How could he put Sarah, a woman who's already been through so much, through yet another crisis? Maggie's pain is palpable, and as she faces Philip, we see a mother's heartbreak laid bare. The damage Philip has caused is so much deeper than he realizes, and Maggie's disappointment is one of the most powerful moments in today's episode. For a woman who's always been the voice of reason and compassion, seeing her as angry and disillusioned as she is today is both heartbreaking and electrifying. Can Maggie ever forgive Philip for the havoc he's wreaked, or is this the breaking point in their mother-son relationship? The emotional stakes couldn't be higher, and it seems that the fallout from today's confrontation will be felt for a long time to come. Meanwhile, in another part of Salem, the emotional fallout from Tate and Sophia's blossoming relationship continues to unfold. Holly Jonas, still reeling from her breakup with Tate, can't help but feel a pang of jealousy and sadness as she watches him grow closer to Sophia. The two of them are planning their prom night, and Tate has invited Sophia to be his date. When Tate mentions Sophia's upcoming 18th birthday, Holly feels the familiar sting of heartbreak. It's clear that Holly is still struggling with her feelings for Tate, despite having ended things with him. But now, seeing him move on with Sophia, it's hard for her not to feel like a piece of her heart is being ripped away. What's worse, Holly can't even bring herself to voice her discomfort. She knows that Tate and Sophia are happy together, and she doesn't want to come between them. But as they plan their big night, Holly can't help but feel left out of their happiness. Will Holly be able to push aside her feelings of jealousy and heartbreak, or will her unresolved emotions come crashing down? We can't help but feel for Holly as she faces the truth that her relationship with Tate is truly over, and seeing him so happy with someone else only makes it harder to let go. Her emotional struggle will undoubtedly continue, and we can't wait to see where it leads. As if things weren't complicated enough, Doug Williams, a beloved figure in Salem, finds himself in a precarious situation today. Doug, who has been working hard to redeem himself after his involvement in the necklace theft, is about to face even more trouble. The guilt from his past actions has haunted him for some time now, and while he's been trying to make things right, it seems that the consequences of his mistake are far from over. Doug's attempt at redemption is only making things worse, and today, he faces a crossroads that could change everything for him. With the pressure mounting and his past mistakes catching up with him, Doug may find himself in a situation that he can't easily escape. In fact, his troubles are about to escalate in ways that no one could have predicted. The more Doug tries to make amends, the deeper he finds himself mired in scandal, and we're left wondering whether he'll ever be able to escape the consequences of his actions. Will Holly, who has always been there for him in the past, be able to help him now? Or is Doug destined to face the full wrath of his mistakes? The uncertainty of his fate makes for a tense and gripping storyline that will keep us all on edge as we watch him struggle to make things right. The stakes in Salem have never been higher. Love, betrayal, guilt, and redemption are all at play, and with each passing moment, the tension builds. Whether it's Sarah trying to navigate the consequences of her deceit, Maggie confronting her son for his reckless behavior, or Holly dealing with the emotional fallout from her broken relationship, every character is facing a pivotal moment in their journey. And with Doug's troubles intensifying, it's clear that Salem is a town where nothing stays hidden for long, and everyone's secrets are eventually exposed. As the drama continues to unfold, one thing is certain. The residents of Salem will never be the same. Relationships are crumbling, secrets are being exposed, and the emotional turmoil is palpable. What will happen next? Will Xander and Sarah find a way to rebuild their relationship, or will the weight of their secrets be too much to bear? Can Maggie and Philip ever find a way to repair their broken bond, or is this the end of their relationship? And will Doug find redemption, or is he doomed to face the full consequences of his actions? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.